Hello guys, it is 2021, it is the 25th of October and we are in France at Bears Lake. It's just south of Limoges and we just arrived today. It took us an age as always to set up, even though there was no excuse for it because the bivvies were up, but hey ho. Anyway, it's just starting to get a bit darker now. As you can see, gazebo and bits and pieces behind me. Gary is just baiting up, he's gone around the margin. Yeah, the house, we've got a house over, you won't be able to see it. Oh no, we come across. Our house is over there, so we've got the use of the lodge over there. It's only quite a small lake, as you've probably seen most of our lakes, Gary and me fish are quite small. This is swim free. We'll walk round to my swim. I'm in swim 4, so let's just have a look. It's only next door. It's quite handy there because there's a gazebo and a table and that, so actually setting up using a table and that makes it easier than bending down. So I am down here. Boat. Bivvies already up, as I said, and I still took forever to set up, but never mind. Yeah, so this is my swim. We'll look at my water, my rods. This is the dam wall. There's a chimney, what they call a chimney out there, water outlet where the water goes. Water comes in at the shallow end, goes out of the deep, so that's a feature as well. I've actually got one over the dam wall because I saw a fish top over there, and when I walked around there I disturbed one earlier, which wasn't great because I went out fly fishing. But anyway, because I saw one, it gave me an excuse to put one there. So I've got all of this water, which goes all the way around. All this is mine. So yeah, our first night, still got to tidy up a bit and put some things away, but as I said, it's we're just lucky to be here, glad to be here. It's been a testing time, as most anglers would know. Are you going? Can you get away? Will COVID allow you? Will it not? So we've managed to get away. Our original booking was for Badger's Holt, but we couldn't go in June. So now September, we've come to this thing. Never been here before. So it's Bears Lake, south of Limoges. Charlie was the owner, Charlie and Kimberly. Charlie left last week, but I haven't met him, but actually I'd like to say thanks, Charlie, for all your help getting us in the first place. Relatively small deposit and that, so the communication between owner and angler, brilliant. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what we want, guys. So here we are, let's see what we get. I think there was a guy on for 2 weeks, not last week, the week before, and I think he had about 9. But apparently the same sort of angler was on a year before and got a 80 or 90, the lady said, who'd come. So one day we're going to get here and they're going to say that it's fishing really well, but hey, it'll be what we make of it, won't it? So off we go. Let's see what we get this week, guys. Well, good morning. It is a Sunday morning, so yeah, the first night last night, and yeah, I've had a fish, which is a good start. It probably was about 5 this morning, and it was from the dam wall, which is over there. I might see my marker over there, but yeah, off the dam wall, not too close, about 5 or 6 foot off, and yeah, about 5 in the morning. And it was, I weighed it, 27 pound. Haven't weighed the net, got knocked the net off, so it's probably, you know, a good pound or so less than that. But yeah, common, I'm off the mark, had a fish, and yeah, good stuff. So, you know, maybe the dam wall is a good spot. It's nice to get a few spots early on, isn't it, where you've got a bit of confidence on. You know, you want to get about 2 or 3, don't you, and then not just hammer one, but keep moving around. So, and my other one is out towards the far margin. So I've only got 2 rods. Gary's fishing 2 rods. It's kind of enough, I think. I'm with too many lines. I mean, I could put one down the margin. I suppose it wouldn't interfere, and maybe later. But just for now, I sometimes work harder with 2 rods than 3. Spend more time. So yeah, 2 rods. I don't know where the old legend of carp fishing is gone, Mr. Creswell. He might have even gone for a bit of a stalking session. Let's go and have a look, see if he's up to something he shouldn't be. He thinks he might have had a fish last night, but you know, what's he know? He don't know anything, does he? Well, actually, his rig was locked up. This morning he went to bring it in, or move it, and it was locked solid, so we had to go across. In fact, we couldn't get it out with the waders, so we had to take the boat across. We didn't want to leave a live rig or tangled rig fishing on the far bank, but in the end he just couldn't get it back. So he thinks it wasn't where he put it last night. So he thinks the fish has had it, but you know, he thinks fairy stories. And where is he? He ain't here. So we saw the lodge. Yeah, this is what the lodge. This is a little gazebo. We see the house. The house is really nice. House is really nice, but he's not here. So there's 5 swims. That big one there's 3. I am in 4. There's another one called 5. Gary fished last night in 2, so we just spread out a bit. Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. So he's not here, the old boy. Are you in here? No, look, he's not in there. And there's 1 rod missing, so he's off stalking. More chance there's more chance of his hair growing back than him catching anything. He's down there somewhere, probably up to no good. Anyway, so yeah, here we are. Like we said yesterday, it is Bears Lake down in Limoges. It's now the 25th of October. I said this yesterday, but I was a bit rushed yesterday. Yeah, the house nice and clean, nice big lodge upstairs for us. I think you can hire the whole house, the downstairs as well, I believe. But for us, we've got a living room, we've got a kitchen. There is a bedroom if we wanted it, and there's a nice big bathroom. So everywhere to charge your stuff up, nice and simple. It's all secure, and lots of fencing around, and nice and easy to park your car. So it's a good start. It's nice and comfortable. The bivvies were provided, they were new this year. They're good, great. So room in the car and bed chairs. I mean, the bed chairs Gary's got his estate cars. There's quite a bit of room. I haven't not putting them bed chairs in there made a big difference, and the bed chairs are good, nice big Fox ones, nice quality. So absolutely, probably better than mine, want to be honest. But he ain't here. We'll catch up with him in a minute. Here, look at his rigs. Look. So let's see what he's up to. This is what, when you do this, don't do this. This is, here we go. He's got his lead. Oh, he's got his ring. Actually, there ain't much wrong with it, is there really? Give him that. So yeah, Sunday I had a fish. Gary thinks he might have had a fish, but he also thinks Arsenal might win the title and things like that, or rubbish like that. So actually, he doesn't anymore. Anyway, so let's crack on, see what else we can get, guys. We're fishing, that's the main thing, we're out. A few income, my bait bush seems to be leaking water, so. But apart from that, let's see if we can get a bigger one, another one. Nice one. Right, still Sunday, I have no idea what the time is, midday, I've gone there, 2 o'clock maybe. And I've just had another fish. I was fishing in my swim, and I was looking right in the far corner of the dam wall, behind the chimney, and there was I saw a couple of swirls and something top, so I thought that's it. I took my rod, went round there, just one rod, and flicked a boilie under the tree, and cut long story short, it was about 32 pounds. I think it was 33 on the scales. I've got to go and weigh that blooming wasteling, so yeah, that's good. So to go with the one last night, yeah, a bit happy. It's good stuff. Nice. Had a bit of rain, but it's brightened up now, so that was quite nice sitting like that, looking down the lake. Actually, the lake probably looks like, for anyone who's been to Mirror Pool, it looks a bigger version of Mirror Pool, really, or maybe a bigger version of Redmere Pool if you're an Englishman without the weed, maybe. So yeah, so I'm right up the other end of the lake now, and in near the shallows, and there is somebody here who we all know, you know, synonymous with carp. I'm going to go this way, and we're going to go and see him. Probably a name when you associate carp fishing, only Dick Walker and Terry Hearn can surpass him. And I said earlier he would be down here stalking and getting loads of them, as I said, didn't I, earlier? And here he is, the great man of angling himself, yep. The legend of carp fishing. How's the stalking been going? I was saying earlier you were bound to have got one because there was lots up here, so how's it been going? Absolutely superb. I tried 4 different spots and I've had 4 results? Yeah. The same? Yeah, all the same. 0, 0 point from all 4. So yeah, I'm living up to my track record. Okay. Well, I didn't, you know, there we go. But yeah, also it's a little bit, there's a bit of luck in it all, so. But yeah, it does look good down here, really. There were fish down here yesterday when we came in. They do seem to be, well, I've seen a couple top in the middle, but generally, as we've been walking around, and it goes for the information that came to us, but the carp seem to be tight to the margins, or under the trees and in the, you know, in the roots and bits and pieces. So you got to get them out of there. But still, we've had 2 in less than 24 hours between us. We've gone all bloody week before without catching. So I got one apology, and it'll be to the owner. I took a picture of it, and I forgot in the excitement. I told myself off. I didn't get in the water with my waders, but I did have it over the cradle, so I'll take that one on the chin. Won't do it again. Yeah, so there we go. We see what we can get for the rest of the day, and tonight I'm out at the moment. Rods are in. I'm going to go and have a tidy up, charge my batteries, not my batteries, other batteries. Well, good morning, Monday morning. It's a bit of a damp night last night. Can I tell you what, the difference come in, you know, it's nearly October now. The nights really drag on. We used to probably fishing more in the summer, but obviously that brings its problems with naturals and being red hot. So yeah, I mean, everyone says September, October is a good time to come fishing. They're eating boilies, but they're not eating that many because we are not exactly ripping it up. But last night I did catch, and it weighed, what was it, 62?
Yeah.
62 pound. So there's no carp in here at that weight. So yeah, and it was on for about half hour, and it was tugging away. So there's probably no surprise what I caught. A catfish. And yeah, I don't know at what time it was, 2 in the morning. I had it on for ages, so I knew what it was. I'd caught plenty of them. I wouldn't say I wanted to catch it during the day. Maybe I mean, I appreciate the fight of them, I appreciate them for what they are, but not really when I'm fishing for carp. What I want, a lot of people like them. I mean, there's angling groups, especially catfish groups, isn't there? So anyway, yeah, we got it in, unhooked it. You treat it with respect, don't you, because they deserve no less than that. We weighed it. I wasn't going to have a picture of it. I quickly took a picture of it in on the waistling, so it kind of proved it anyway. I could steal a photo anyway, so I caught it, couldn't I? But yeah, I caught it. So this morning, baits are still out. We're having a think, especially Gary hasn't caught. Fish are down that end of his lake. We haven't put a lot of bait out yet. Should we put a bit more? As I said, I did say yesterday, the fish do seem tight to the margins. We'll go around and have another little prod around the margin gently, you know, and just make sure 100% where you were fishing it's presenting right. Maybe put a bit more bait out. We haven't put a lot of bait out, so we'll make the bait be the feature. But yeah, Monday, this is it. So 3 to me, none yet for Gaz. I think you could do with one. And yeah, oh well, we're fishing at Len's Limbear, because he's here. Len's here. He's in the tent. Well, the lucky mascot. He's being lucky for him. Maybe you need to. It's the legend of Carp. Maybe you need to borrow him.
I don't.
He's in despair.
Not despair yet.
Not despair.
Will come probably Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Tuesday, Monday today?
Monday today.
And it's too early for moving to the despair stage.
Right. Okay. Yes. But anyway, we're comfortable. We're fishing. All the time we talked about it, get it out in a minute, like all summer, about can we get to go fishing. We are here and we're fishing, so this is good stuff. We are away at last. Hopefully I might get to go to Thailand as well in end of January, February. That's on the red list, isn't it? So that's up in the air as well. But hey, I'll stop waffling on. And sorry I haven't got any pictures or any footage of the, do a video. Got nothing on it, but 2 fish come 3 in the morning, and one where we was completely up the opposite end of the lake. So hopefully we'll, one stage, we might get some footage of us actually playing a fish, but not yet. But let's hope we do. Keep going.
There we go. So Ian, this is Ian popping the fish back. So at the moment it weighs just about 51 on the scales, but we haven't teared the net, so it's a goodly fish. And there she goes, happy as Larry.
Yeah, she's away fine.
Good skills. I wouldn't have gone for a white pop-up when all the fish that we've been hearing about have been caught on the lake bait. Went for a white pop-up, job done.
I haven't used a lake bait.
Yeah.
I haven't used it. I was even considering the zig, but haven't seen so many on the set. I know, or zig migball, or set the zig where you want, but thought I'd have a go. So there you go. You catch because of the things you do, and despite of the things you do. Might have picked up a bottom bait anyway, but there we go. Guys, that's a good start to the day. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. I don't think it can be anything but a nice day now. Let's see what else we can get. Nice one. Well, good morning. Wednesday morning. A bit damp. A bit of rain last night. On and off. God, the nights do drag on. So on. It doesn't seem to get dark. It doesn't seem to get light till about 7 o'clock now. So yeah. Everything in the world woke me up last night. But anyway, one thing that did wake me up was a nice common. So that was good. It was probably quite early in the night. Hard to tell. I would say 11 o'clock, something like that. Same spot, the dam wall. Got a little marker over there so I can see where I am. But yeah, same setup. The little white Ronnie rig, about 4 foot off the dam wall, easy to bait over there. I mean, I'm not baiting tight, I'm baiting along the dam wall because I've actually got my other rig there as well. And I haven't got one going across the other bank, 'cause I didn't want a line going across the water and cutting them off to the dam wall. It was my thinking, you know, rightly or wrongly. I know you can back lead and bits and pieces, but I just wanted to concentrate. I said it was a bit of eggs all in one basket, but if I'd put lines going straight across, I might have cut them off and sent them back down the lake. So that was my theory. And last night a common came, so that was a nice one. Nothing for Gary yet. Yeah, he can't buy a bite for some reason. I'm hearing them top along the opposite bank. Splashing, not like, but you know, about 3 or 4 times I started great big splashes, and Gary's baited up over there. His spots are good. He's on nice clear patches, and you know he's putting bait out, and again not tight, but just a lot along that margin. But yeah, he can't buy a bite at the moment. I don't know why. Yeah, well, just the way he is, he can't. I don't think he's not doing anything wrong. Yeah, so. A bit like the weather, I think his mood's a little bit bleak at the moment, but a fish would definitely cheer him up no end, so we're sticking with it. It's Wednesday, it's probably about 8:30 in the morning now, so a bit damp, but we're fishing, we're not at work, we keep going. Oh, it's Friday morning, and Gary's got his first fish actually hooked of the week. Second fish hooked. None landed, so let's hope this one's landed. It's in the middle, but I ain't tempting fate. And if you had our conversation about 5 minutes ago, I think Gary would have told you there's more chance of aliens coming down and getting a run. Two for me last night, 36 common and a 49 mirror, which I think took me up to something like 10, and none down here, so this is massively welcome. It's strange how much better the dam end was fishing, even though we could see fish down this end.
Probably the smallest carp in the lake, but I'm not going to be...
Nope, you don't worry about the size, mate.
Yeah, he gave up the fight very early on, like myself.
Giving up trying to guess the size of them, but doesn't look the biggest carp in the world, but I don't think it really matters at this moment. Once it's in that net, there's a whole week of French fishing not blank, and it is in the net.
Thank fuck for that.
Yeah, oh well, after a long week with no fish, this is a good result. Right, no worries, we're going to take care of this fish safely, and we will report back the findings of the weight. Look at that smile, look, happiness in the face.
It's been a long week.
Suicidal about 5 minutes ago.
It's been a long week.
Right, yeah, Gary got that fish in, so that's good, because I mean he's had to watch me all week. Whatever I've caught, or how many runs I've had, 10 runs, 8 fish banked, something like that, and then 2 last night, and he still hadn't caught one, and he's only like, you know, 40 foot up the road, and the sun's out, lovely. The problem with this bank, the sun's only on it for about half hour. I bet in the summer it's lovely to have a bit of shade, come out of that sun a bit, but you can sit over there in the afternoon, and it's really warm. You come around and it's blooming freezing. So yeah, so last night, yeah, my two fish, including that mirror. So the mirrors, come at the light. The mirrors are almost like levers. Gary's one was, And yeah, £42 that one. I'm saying the one I had during the night was 49. Thought it was a 50. Thought we'd cracked 50. Obviously the scales went over 50, but with the weight of the net, and the one earlier was 36. So yeah, it's picking up a bit now. It's just about establishing your spots, which I think that down wall seems to be coming good for me. Actually, I've got one on the down wall and I put one just to the left of the monk. So yeah, but Gary's, it's been a long wait really now. It's Friday, so yesterday we had to go and get our COVID bits and pieces, and actually nothing to do with fishing, but from the split second I got here, my phone wouldn't take a charge and it's dead, which is a pain in the bum. It's only 6 months old, new Samsung, and all your information, your locator form, all the information I needed for my COVID testing, I can't get at any of it. It's absolutely dead. It won't take a charge whatsoever. So yeah, great, isn't it? So anyway, it's got nothing to do with fishing. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day again. It's our last night tonight and we will be off, hopefully, as long as we can get. All relying on Gary's old phone with a cracked screen and held up with tape, where my one, brand new, don't work. Never mind. So at least the old boy's happy. That's good. I'm pleased for him, because it is gutty. I mean, a lot of planning, a lot of cost. You know the fish are out here, and if you blank, it's a pretty grim ride home. But it's saved. Nice one. Right guys, so that was it. That's our trip to Bears Lake finished. Home now. On the last night, which I didn't have on video, I had one more fish from the down wall again. The down wall proved profitable for me. I figured when I even saw the lake, that was my tactic. I wanted to have a crack at that down wall, and I was also pleased with the amount of fish I caught from it. I said my tactics of not putting lines across the lake. I mean, obviously I had to go from my swim, which was swim 4, to the down wall, but I tried to keep as much lines out of the water as possible, so I'm trying to push them down the other end of the lake. And we fished plenty of small lakes in the past, and they do know that they know if there's lines in the water, you push them away. We've seen it before, so I was quite pleased with that tactic, the way it worked out for me. Unfortunately for Gary, only the one fish, which we thought when we was playing it, we had it on video, we thought it was a small fish, but that was over 40, so it was a decent fish even if he didn't catch as many as he wanted. He did have a couple of runs and lost one, so a little bit unlucky, but yeah, it probably a little bit frustrating for him in the end. So the 10 fish for me, 1 catfish, 1 loss around the chimney, which was avoidable really, and I had a couple of runs that were aborted as I picked it up. So it was a good trip to Bears Lake. If you want to go, there's a website, check it out, speak to the owner, which was Charlie. His correspondence was excellent. Give it a go. There's the house, the accommodation. We only had a part of the accommodation. We had the living room and a kitchen area. There was a bathroom and a bedroom, but you can hire more. So if you wanted to make it a family trip, there's more to the house you can hire. So the local area was nice. There was a little cafe just down the road, which did nice food around by the lake. So yeah, give it a go. So that was it. Yep, 10 fish, average £43 for me. So the 1 catfish, I think. We weighed it. I don't know what I said on the video, 62, but we're pretty sure after we bottomed that out, I think that was bigger. It was bigger than what I said, because I think after half the net was on the floor. But yeah, never mind. So next up for me, there we go. For people who have been to Thailand, you spiders are it. It's Thailand, Jurassic Mountain for me next. Hopefully, things are looking better with the COVID situation in Thailand. They're now off the UK red list, so hopefully we can go. They just got to let us in, and I think they're desperate for tourism, because I think really the Thai tourism business has been really hard hit. So they'll be looking forward. So yeah, Jurassic Mountain, bet that up. After that, next year, Legendia, which used to be called Carp Invasion. Another small lake, very similar. They're the kind of lakes Gary and me like fishing now. We like it exclusively. It suits us. So apart from that, UK, I've got at least 3 trips booked to Olive Mead. I'll have a crack at that. And after that, the year after, we are back to Badger's Holt again. And that was where we should have gone in June, but the COVID restrictions didn't allow us to travel. So we're back there. So this is our planned adventures, but that was it for this year. Bears Lake, yeah, it turned out okay for me. Gary could have had a bit more, but never mind. It's the way fishing goes. Fishing's not always easy. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to go to Bears Lake, get in contact with them. You'll have a good time. Nice one.